Hey USH, this is actually the third time I try to record this because the other two, they're just not transferring right. But anyways, this is the July garden tour, and this is from me coming back home after like about a week and a half to 2 weeks away from the garden. I have pruned a little bit since then, and I'm just working on it gradually because even though it's a small backyard, you guys should know what it looks like if y'all guys have watched any of my videos. But there's a lot going on. I planted a lot of tomatoes and I was planning on not pruning them, but we've been pruning just the lower leaves. But it is a tomato jungle back here. And as usual, we're gonna start off with the U bed right here. I call it U, you call it whatever. Here in the first front, I have 3 cherry tomatoes, an eggplant, cucumbers, cucamelons. I did sow some green beans before I left. Not much succession on this bed once it comes to the green beans. I do want to sow other stuff, but per the news, they're telling us to stay inside. If you guys can see, the sky is gray. Look at the sun. The sun is completely out fully. You can actually look at it and not be affected with your own eyeballs. That is crazy. The haze in the clouds because of the Canadian fires is insane. And the fact that we're so far and we're still getting it. Yesterday was really breezy. I thought it was gonna rain. I don't think we got any rain at all, but it was really sunny. And today, oh my god, it's insane. But anyways, these cherry tomatoes are doing amazing. I did stake some of the tomatoes before I left, and they're just outgrowing these stakes. I think these stakes are 6 feet tall. I have ones that are 8 feet and a little thicker. I'm going to have to go and purchase some more. Maybe not to use this season, but maybe for next season. We are still waiting on our first red tomato. And usually they say that the cherries happen first. This is my first cluster, so probably it will happen soon because it is the middle of July, and it's sad to say we haven't had a tomato yet, and we are waiting for our tomato sandwich. It's just, you know, we had wonky springs, so I wasn't able to get my tomatoes in ground till ending of May, which is insanely crazy late for me. But here we are. This is the eggplant. This eggplant is looking beautiful, and it's because she's not being taken over by tomatoes. I do have 2 others planted in here, but guess what? The tomatoes done it flopped on them, and we'll see. I did get 1 Casper eggplant when I got back home. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but she's chilling. I had an amazing harvest of cucumbers when I got back home, and we had a very good cucumber salad. As you can see here, we still have production. This one is Crazy Curve. This is, I think, the Suyo Long. It's a Chinese variety, or the China Jade, not sure which one. As you can see, I'm not happy about this. It's not focusing on it, but we do have the lantern flies currently, and I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. What can I say? But these cucumbers are doing amazing. They already have reached the top of the trellis. We have little honeybees or bumblebees pollinating. They work in the morning and then, you know, go away in the afternoon. So I'm going to fight my way in here. It is easier to get in here today than it was yesterday because I did prune, like I already stated. I have cats in this garden, which in a way it's a good thing, in a way it's not, because if I leave a bare soil, they think it's their litter box. And I already cleaned this yesterday. I'm already gonna have to clean it again today, which is really annoying. I'm trying to sow stuff in this spot so it has a heavy you know, leaf area, and they won't, you know, want to come in here and do their business. But It's just, it is what it is right now. I'm just fighting it. If you guys have any suggestions on how to keep your, cats off of your soil, throw it in the comment section. So these are all the cucumbers. This one's gimlet, if I'm not mistaken. And it does form uniform ones like this. And then I got some real funky, elongated ones here. I like to pick them tender, so like this one is perfect. I'll take that one off and just like snack right on it. This one and this one as well. But it is all the way up here. Look at the cucamelons. Insane, really insane. Over here I have the squash. This one's a straight neck. Looks like I have two of them. This one is harvestable already, pretty long, pretty decent, so we'll probably take that one inside. What will I do with it? We'll see. We have tomatoes over here. This used to be the raspberry bed, and my husband has moved the raspberries to a circle bed that I have like farther down, and it's doing okay, but we'll talk about it when we get there. We have bees of all sizes, guys, just pollinating through this yonder. Oh my god, the smoke is affecting me. Through this yonder over there, you guys can see we do have the grapevine. I have two of them. These are MI Gardeners. I have an unboxing on that, and they are doing good. I actually thought I killed these, but they rebounded, so I'm not complaining. I don't expect any production from them this year. I just want them to focus on leafy and root growth. So fingers crossed on that. Over here we have the raspberry oasis. Over here we have the blueberry oasis. This year was not that good of a harvest. I do have some, and we're taking them, and they're pretty much for fresh eating or garden snack as we are out here. But nothing to be like, oh, I'm gonna preserve, or I'm going to try to remove a hair from the camera, trying to preserve or freeze or anything. Like I said, it was a crazy spring. We got late frost, and if it had fruit set, it just, the flowers just fell off. We have more tomatoes over there. These tomatoes were planted right before we left on vacation, and they are going bananas. I watered the whole garden yesterday. I watered this for 8 hours, so my water bill, I don't even want to think about it. These don't have fruit set yet, but they do have a lot of flowers. I have an echinacea here, and she's on like hyper seed mode because the cone here is reseeding itself and sending out more petals. Beautiful, medicinal, and perennial. Plant it once and forget about it. Moving along over here, we have a Rebecca. This I sowed in January from the last few seeds that I had from a pack. I do have to rebuy them. This one is Rebecca Caramel and Cherry Blossom. I can't wait till these flower. They are perennial. I might not get anything from them this year, but that's okay. Plant it for the next year's. We are coming up on a tomato jungle. I have the two twins and the new bed here. So it's literally a sea of tomatoes. This is where my garlic was. When we harvested the garlic, we planted our late succession of tomatoes. Over here we have a lot of fruit onset, getting really heavy, and it's leaning. It wasn't leaning yesterday, but it is leaning today. Look at those. Oh my god, they look so pretty. I have some in here that have purple shoulders. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to them. Look how pretty these are. Let's see. Right there. They are really pretty. Those shoulders are beautiful. I can't tell you what variety that is right now because I would have to fight all these plants to get the name tags. Down here we have dahlias. Dahlias were planted before I left as well, so they've been in their pots for 3 weeks, and they're doing pretty decent. I have them scattered. This is the green stalk. also sow these with green bean and edamames, and we'll see. I think it's all pretty much green beans right now. This one bended, and they're doing okay. I have the one lonely strawberry. We'll see if this sends out runners so I can propagate it. More tomatoes. Oh my god, look at this flower cluster. Isn't that gorgeous? I think this is a cherry variety as well, because when it's clustered up like that, that means they're cherry. It's just pretty. I love it. It's my mess, but I love it. And then this is the other green stalk here. We have basil, we have cilantro or coriander, and it's nice and moist in here. I wet it yesterday, and in the pockets that nothing came in, my plan is to put more seed. The season is still young. I still can plant a lot of stuff. My last frost is not till like beginning of October, so we still have time to sow a lot of stuff. Here we have indeterminate and determinate tomatoes going that way. Guys, when it's time to harvest these things, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. It's gonna be a very interesting journey, but I'm here for it. Walking this way, look at all that tomato onset. The fruit onset is beautiful. This one was tinier yesterday. I have all these bumblebees, honeybees, and all that stuff doing the work. Appreciate them. Over here is the raspberries. We did have fruit onset, not much. I didn't expect much from these. I actually thought they were dead because we literally ripped them off the ground in mid-November, or I think December. Crazy, but they came back. They did give some fruit set, but I was away, so the insects enjoyed it. Next year will be better, hopefully. All right, over here we have more dahlias and artichoke. I put 4 artichokes in there before we left, and they came up, so I'm happy. I don't know if that's green globe or the other one or both of them. Look at the kitty. You are the bane of my existence with free soil. You see what I'm telling you? It comes to the point that I'm gonna probably have to just sow anything in here just to make sure that I have no bare grounds. Over here we have jalapenos. These two are Bonnie's plant, and they're good. My husband has actually ate a couple of these already. These are my hot peppers. This is cayenne. I think this is cayenne purple or orange. This one I sowed. Another one over here. Another one. Another tomato jungle. Look at those clusters and the flower clusters. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to prune, or I'm just gonna have to let it go. I don't know if this is diseased or not. It might be. I did water yesterday. I did water the foliage. As you can see, there's some here. It's even sprawling down. I get to a point that in mid-July, I just let it go. I haven't done any heavy pruning, but I think I'm just gonna let it go, prune a little bit more. But other than that, I'm not really bothered, because look at that. Insane. Over here we have this bed. This has been with me for a while, and we have my thyme, some chives. That thyme died over there. Here we have a scallop squash, and I thought I was gonna have fruit onset here. I'm not sure. I might or I might not. We'll see if it swells and grows, because the flower literally fell off of it yesterday. That'll be interesting. First time I grow that scallop squash. My peppers, my sweet peppers are not doing that hot this year. It's taking them a while to actually take off and produce. I'm gonna go through here and remove anything that is like, already on there and green, so they can concentrate on, getting more bushier and hopefully taking off. The summer's still young, so I still have hope. A peony that didn't do anything, it's just greenery. I usually cut it off, but I decided to let it go and see if it gains strength so it could come back next year nice and strong. Another squash here. I have two of them. This one feels good, but this one feels squishy. I don't know what that means, but here we are. I tried squash this year. Very afraid of the squash vine borer. I don't know if I did have one here. I did cut it up and put some soil in there to see if it like grows roots. I don't know where I heard that, but we're trying everything and anything. Snapdragons self-seeded, and I'm okay if next year this bed is just completely snapdragons. I do have some lilies in here, but they faded out, so I cut them down. I have this dahlia here. It's called Pacific Ocean, as you can see by the tag there. It's not doing that hot, so we'll see. We will see. I just took this off because, as you can see, it was full of soil. So we'll see what happens, but that's usually what the garden is looking like in July. I would expect more from my peppers, but like I said, it's been rough. When they went in, they were already acclimated, or at least that's what I thought, but I guess they really weren't. So like they had a lot of dieback, and then bad intense heat summer, it just kind of took them out, but they rebounded. They're doing pretty good now, so we'll see if we get a decent harvest, because I like to preserve my peppers sliced up and frozen. But yeah, this is what it's looking like for July. It's producing. That's what matters. I do have more tomatoes in the front garden. I also have my hibiscus out there. I have my asparagus, which is doing amazing, and I grew that asparagus from seed. I did planted some crowns from Home Depot. I think I saw one that is coming up, but it's being overtaken by the tomatoes that I have there. I hope it doesn't affect it, but can't harvest from that for another 3 years. So I'm looking forward to taking anything from that, but at least I'm establishing it, which is good because it's a perennial. But guys, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and help us get monetized on this channel. I hope you guys are liking the tours and everything that you are seeing, and stay blessed. We will see you on the next one. Look at the sky. Let's end with that sun. Look at that. Beautiful. Life is beautiful when you wake up every day and you get to enjoy life's bounty. Bye guys.